Yeah.
Welcome to the Wise Take DFS podcast. I am your host, CK013. You can find me on Twitter at CK_013, and I'm joined once again by one of Wise Take's finest, Mr. CashinDFS. You can find him on Twitter at CashinDFS. Of course, you can also find him tearing it up in our premium golf and NASCAR package, both of which did phenomenal this week. Once again, Mr. Cash, how was your NASCAR Sunday?
It's all right. Won a little bit of money, and some members won a lot of money.
Yes, we had some members had some huge NASCAR Sundays, man. Shout out one member, Philip, I know his name, I've seen on Twitter, but Wise Take NASCAR subscriber. Won close to just under $5,000. Phenomenal job. We clapped
off of $27.
We gave him a standing ovation during the NBA Wise stream earlier today. Paulie and myself did. And I think we had another one with like 1,800. And then, like I said, in golf, we had a couple screenshots as well. The people winning some big money, man. So that in addition to, even on a Sunday, we had two game slates. Johnny the Greek wrote an early NBA article. His cover boy was Drew Holiday, who went nutty in the early slate. Paulie and I had a Wise stream. We had members winning all day.
That whole game went off, right?
Yeah, I believe so. That whole game went nuts. So it was a good day for the nation. I mean, what else is new? It seems like every day, but I'll take Sundays too, man. This is a great day, and especially now with golf and NASCAR integrated with the NBA and baseball around the corner, man. It's a really, really exciting time to play DFS, man. There seems to be. It's a good time, as Paulie said, to diversify your portfolio and dabble in these extra sports, man. There's something to do every day. It's awesome, man. It really is. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, I lost for the first time this year on DK.
In the golf cash games?
I lost in cash. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but FanDuel was real good, and
what'd you win? Like
fantasy draft was good.
Around like
draft was good.
600 or something like that. You won on golf from FanDuel?
Yeah, it was close to 600. Yeah.
That's pretty damn good, I'd say. In addition to NASCAR, NBA, everything else, it's just.
But the worst part of the day was my hockey streak ended. It's over. I did not cash. Those 2 late goals by Anaheim crushed me. I was up towards the top of I was up cashing everything towards the top of my cash games, and those 2 goals took me down to in the 50s, and I lost for the first time.
Damn. No.
I'll start again tomorrow.
I was just gonna say, there's always tomorrow. That's the great thing about sports that go every day. We got an 11 game slate cash, pretty big. It seems like we've had a nice little balance of smaller slates, but eventually these big ones we're gonna come back, especially as they jam in all these games in the second half of the season. I want to say there's like 11. Really don't feel like counting it, and I don't think there's a reason to, because we're just gonna go position by position as we always do.
I think it's 10.
Is it 10? Damn, always got maybe.
Believe so.
I maybe look bad, Cash. You could have just went along with it, man. No, but we're gonna do what we do. I know, Cash, you're gonna look at FanDuel as always. I might have DraftKings pulled up just to be able to point out pricing discrepancies, man. Why don't you start us off with point guards? Take a look at it. First look, of course. Take us down around a 6K range as usual.
Wow, Anthony Davis is expensive. Oh, Russ killed me the other day. I could have had a bigger day. They got blowed out, right? Yeah. He only played 31 minutes. Russ, I mean, there's nothing to say. He's always an option. It's $12,000. It's a matter, do you want to pay it or not? Steph Curry in the Garden. That's interesting. Can the Knicks make sure he plays fourth quarter? Oh. That's a tough ask. But hey, you guess what? Oh no, never mind.
What?
No. I'm an idiot. Chris Paul in the back-to-back again in Utah. Nobody's gonna go there. His price is down. You could do that in a tournament because he should be low owned. Oh yeah, Toronto did play. Alfred Payton. Oh yeah. I say that's gonna be my favorite game. Yes, that's my favorite game. New Orleans games has been going off every night, every day,
Yeah.
and I don't expect any different here.
With Phoenix, absolutely.
New Orleans on a back-to-back. You can give me Elf. He's my favorite.
Wow, that's do you know what the total? Do you happen to know what the total is in that Phoenix New Orleans game?
No, but I bet it's
You want to take
massive.
a guess?
It should be pushing 230.
You are correct, my friend. 231.5. As of right now, as of 1:34 a.m. on the East Coast, doing what we do with the late night owls. It's the highest total on the board as of right now. The second highest total is the Knicks and Golden State. So that
it should be.
Agreed.
So yes, Dennis Schroeder, you're a bag of dick. You suck. I loved him the other day. Dude did nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't play him because I put in Rivers.
Yeah.
I had to go down to Rivers, but oh my god, dude, you suck, bro.
He's got a tendency to do that. Yes.
What has Rubio done? Did he play one game or two? 19, 29 minutes. Nope. Chris Dunn against Brooklyn. That's okay. Did Chicago play today?
No, they played yesterday, or you know what I mean.
Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday
when they played Minnesota.
Right.
So I've seen that Levine is going to sit out first or second leg of a back-to-back for the rest of the year.
Right.
So I don't know if this is the first. I don't know if they have a game on Tuesday or not, but if he sits out, make me like Dunn more for sure. And that's it. Give me Elfrid Payton.
Yeah, man. Like you said, highest total on the board. I like the fact that it's a back-to-back for New Orleans. It gives Phoenix that much of a chance to keep the game closer. We know they've been kind of inconsistent lately, but that definitely helps, especially on the road. So I'm with you, man.
They're going to be better now with Booker back.
Right.
And now they got Elf and Warren playing well.
Yeah.
Get old man Chandler the heck out of here.
I'm with it, man. I could definitely do it. And Chris Dunn, going back to Chris Dunn, who is 6'5" on FanDuel, and I think he's even cheaper on Draft. No, he's 7K on DraftKings. Either way, against Brooklyn, I'd be willing to take a chance, even if Levine did play, to be honest. I mean, obviously, if Levine doesn't play, then it's an obvious, but we know his ownership would go up. Even if he doesn't play against Brooklyn, I think I'd be willing to take a chance. It is an 11-game slate, so there's a lot to look at. I like what you said about Chris Paul. On FanDuel, you're getting a pretty good discount. I know it's a back-to-back, but in Utah at home, which Utah at home is a much better situation. You would expect Utah to be able to keep this close. They don't really get blown out too often at home. And 8-4 for Chris Paul. I know he hasn't played all that well, but that's still, it's tough to pass up on that price with the man's upside. But definitely a lot to like.
The thing about Dunn is that just his minutes hasn't been like he hasn't got over 30 yet, which pisses me off.
Yes.
Like I loved him against Minnesota in the revenge spot, but my lineup build I just got to Dame, which really saved my night with Durant and Westbrook sucking.
Yes, it did.
So
could I interest you in any Spencer Dinwiddie?
I mean, some yes, like that he's kind of cheaper now. Like he's not. He was getting close to 8, 7, 7, 7, 8.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. At 7,000, I think he has a good floor. Like I don't think he's gonna kill you. Like, I don't see any scenario where he goes out and gets under 25.
Right. Obviously, D'Angelo Russell being back doesn't help his cause, but at the same time, we can still acknowledge the minutes are still there, and he's getting a lot of peripherals. His assists are pretty high,
and he should have even more assists.
Right. Agreed.
He's leading the league in potential assists recently, or towards the top of the league.
Right.
I like him.
There's a lot of guys to look at. Even DSJ is 6K now.
And Rondo against Elf. That's why I love Dame so much.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I know, like you just never know. He's only ever a tournament player. You can never play him in cash unless it's a national television game,
Yeah.
or he's playing the Boston Celtics.
Or he's playing the Boston Celtics.
Other than that, he's only a tournament player because you just never know. You just never know what's gonna happen. You don't know.
Agreed.
But he definitely has upside at 6,000. I mean, he can go 45.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of ways to go on above 6K and above. There's on both sides. There's a lot of ways to go. This is going to require some digging. It's going to be a fun live stream, and I'm gonna be looking forward to see what you land on your article, man. Because like I said, we just went over a handful of guys. Just looking at the pool, we just went over a handful of guys that you can make a pretty strong case for. You can see kind of winning a slate, and there's probably a couple that we didn't even mention that. You know, I know like you talked about Schroeder, but still, it's the Lakers, and he's cheap. You got Kyle Lowry against Ish Smith. You got, like you said, Steph Curry at the Garden. Russell Westbrook against Orlando. Like, there's a lot of ways to go. And I'm almost afraid to look at Value Town because there was already so many damn point guards we liked. But we do have to look. So, Cash, take us down to Value Town.
I can't play DSJ. Even at a cheaper price, I just can't do it. I'll go to JJ. Yeah, that and just Corey Joseph is a pretty good defender. Like, he's okay. He's better than Collison, I think. And it's just with the price coming down, people is gonna be there. And why would most guys would rather play the starter for 200 more than the guy coming off the bench?
Oh, without a
Bulldog.
doubt. Yeah, nobody's playing Barea with DSJ.
That's a baller.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna play Barea with DSJ just $200 more.
He's went for 40 2 of his last 3 games.
Yeah.
He's playing the minutes. I would rather go there. Harrison is too expensive for me. That dude's garbage. Isaiah Thomas is shooting. The man is shooting. I'll give him that. He's taking hella shots. At 5'5" against Atlanta, it's all right. Corey Joseph, 5'2" against Dallas. It's whatever. Terry Rozier is pretty much gone for me with Smart back. His price got to go further down. Moutier has been. I hate Jeff Hornacek. Isn't Burke been playing well?
Burke is smashing. He did it 2 games in a row. He put up like 40 DK points or something. They finally, DraftKings, he's up to 4.6. They left him at 3.8. After that 3-5 game where he went for 44, they left him at 3.8 against Boston, and he went for 40. He took 22 shots against Orlando and 19 shots against Boston. He did shoot pretty well, 10 for 19, 12 for 22. But, I mean, just the volume, right? Like 22 and 19 shots.
Well, I mean, Boston is a good defense, so he got no rebounds.
Yeah. That's something that he's not going to do.
He got 8 assists, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see that.
That's nice to see.
Against Golden State, man, hell yeah. I like Trey Burke. He's balling like that.
Yeah, and there's a sense of, of blowout proofness. I don't even know how to word that, but like, in the event of a blowout, it's Trey Burke. He's not solidified anywhere. Like, probably be good for him. You know what I mean?
Probably better than Moutier.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah,
but
man.
Moutier is a good. If Trey Burke is popular, you could go to Moutier because he's going to start. Like, he's starting. Correct.
Yeah, he started both games. And it's just, if Moutier plays well, he'll play more time. If he's having one of those mediocre games, they're going to bring in Burke. But if Moutier stays hot, they're not going to, Burke's minutes aren't guaranteed. That's what people have to understand. Like, it might seem that we've only seen 2 games. We don't know. I think we've established that it's going to be whoever's playing well. Those are the guys that game that are going to get the minutes. That's kind of what Hornacek is doing. He's trying to see what everybody's got.
It's the exact same situation that it was the other day when I was going to come on the stream. I was like, tell these motherfuckers don't be afraid of Felicio because Felicio got into foul trouble and Portis came in and balled. Guess what? Portis didn't have a good game against Minnesota.
That is correct.
I don't know what Felicio did. I wanted to know because I went to Davis because they said Marc Gasol was going to be out. And then, what do you know? After Lockie's back in.
Felicio got 22.25 DraftKings points that day. But regardless of
price.
Right. He was cheap. He was 3.6 on DraftKings. Either way, he played 31 minutes. And that's the direct takeaway from Portis right there. That's the difference
And
between...
Portis only got 20, right?
Something like that.
I think he outscored Portis.
Yeah, Portis, yeah, I think so. I think Portis had like 21, as a matter of fact, or something like that. Yeah, 21 and a half. Portis only got to play 19 minutes that day. 20 minutes.
When you're playing large field tournaments, like that's just something you have to do sometimes. Like Trey Burke's been balling, but Trey Burke's coming off the bench. Moutier is starting. If Moutier is playing well, if Moutier is just dominating Steph Curry, the coach should leave him in should leave him in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Good. With that said, you just reminded me. I should have made a stronger case for Steph Curry in the beginning, just because. Like, did you remember what Kyrie just did to these guys? I said it on the Y stream that day. I was like, this is, Kyrie's at this price, but everybody's talking about Burke or Moutier. What about the fact that Kyrie's going to match up against Burke or Moutier and he's going to smash these fools? And he did. Went for 57. So
I know, no doubt. My problem is that
blowout.
He needs at least 50 for me.
Yeah. And it's like,
if I know the Knicks can keep it close, and he could get to 50 in 3 quarters.
Right, but can he stay?
There's no doubt about that.
Can he keep it together for those 3 quarters? Because like, there's a chance that they just slaughter. Like, the Knicks are bad right now. There's a chance that they just completely slaughter them to like where halftime it's over. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then that'd be concerning.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he'll still play in the third, but he might not be as motivated or whatever.
Right.
I don't know, but. It just sucks, but he's definitely a player, especially if you think that they could keep it close enough where you get his fourth quarter run. But that's it. I don't think I would go under Moutier.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure some people are gonna try to make a case for guys like Tyler Dorsey and the usual. Maybe Cameron Artis-Payne. If we're hesitant on Dunn a little bit. Right, if Levine's out, right? Like, if Levine's out, maybe that means Payne gets a little bit more run somehow. I mean, I know that really he's tied to Dunn, obviously, but he's 4-1 on FanDuel. He's been playing okay, and it's Brooklyn, right? It's going to be the best matchup he's seen since coming back from injury. So, just something to keep in mind. More of a donkey play, right?
I think that they want to figure out if they see a future with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what they already know. Dunn. I mean, they know he's a baller, so they don't need to figure out for future. They want him. Cameron Payne, they want to figure out, do we want to keep him as our backup point guard? So they're letting him run about 20 minutes a game.
Absolutely. Cash, move us over to shooting guards. Take us down to 6K once again.
James Harden. It's a back-to-back. He did well today, I believe.
Yes, he did. He put up like 64.
60.
Yeah. He had a monster game.
I mean, he's all right. I think I would rather get the Savers of Chris Paul. But James Harden is in play every day, like Russell Westbrook. Victor Oladipo in Dallas, $10,000. Why did you ever do that? Unless you're playing a donkey, when you have Drew Holiday matched up against the worst shooting guard defender in the NBA, hands down, he wins the crown. Devin Booker cannot play defense. So I love Devin Booker, and I love Drew Holiday. DeMar DeRozan is still cheap. Donovan Mitchell against Utah. I like that. 8K, though. I like the other options above him more. But I do like that, too. Andrew Wiggins, probably too popular for me with Butler out. Price came up a little bit. D'Angelo Russell, I like much more than Wiggins. I don't like Wiggins, and I definitely don't like popular Wiggins.
Mm-hmm.
I'd much rather go to Cat or Taj, or I might even rather go to Jeff Teague, which I despise. That's probably it. Unless you think Hardaway can go off and be one of the reasons to keep it close. KCP, his price is coming up for me, but he has been playing so well.
Yeah, I think it's another one of those fairly like half-loaded positions. It's like there's not like it's James Harden, but it's James Harden against Utah in Utah on the back end of a back-to-back. It's like Oladipo, but Oladipo's expensive as shit. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like Drew Holiday's like 8-5 on FanDuel after just blowing up today. So there's like a lot going on, but there's not a ton that like, oh, this is the one for sure. Looking at it from a DraftKings perspective, James Harden 11-1, like evenly priced on both sites. It intrigues me, especially because I do think Utah. Like, what do you think they do? Are they going to put jingles on him? Like, what do you think?
Oh yeah, they're going to mix it up.
Right, they're going to mix it up and try to put some of the best defenders.
Yeah, O'Neal,
right,
Mitchell.
Right,
I'm out. Mitchell's a good defender, but I just don't. I don't see any scenario tomorrow of me not playing Drew Holiday. Dude is going for 50 plus every night for 4 games in a row.
He's been
and now he gets Devin Booker. Like, I just don't see how I don't do it. I don't know. Yeah, and he's going to be popular too, but that's just something I got to eat. I got to eat it.
Yeah. I think I'm with you on the Wiggins call, and it's more so because obviously the other thing you said, which is Cat. This seems like a much better spot for Cat. Cat's already gone for 58 and 72 against the Kings, and I believe that both of those games are with Jimmy Butler, so he's the one I want out of the two. So I'm with you on Wiggins, especially if he is going to be popular, which every single time Butler's been ruled out, him and Bielitsa have been ridiculously high owned. So I would expect him to at least be a little popular on this kind of slate.
And it's not a bad play. Like, he's probably good cash play, but he just doesn't have a ceiling for me.
Right.
I don't even think he'd go out and get 40.
Yeah.
Have the best game of his life, and maybe he gets 40.
Right. Yes, definitely. I have some interest in D'Angelo Russell. He's a guy that I could play, especially if I'm not going with Dinwiddie. I do want to stick with the Wings against Chicago, and especially if Levine's out. If Levine's out, that's a big upgrade for him in matchup, right? I would think. So,
well, not necessarily. It's good either way.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. But yeah, there's a lot to like, not a ton to love. Because even Drew Holiday, while he has been playing lights out, you're paying for that now. You know what I mean? He's 8-5 on FanDuel. He's 8-1 on DraftKings. Like, you're paying for it now. So in the event he doesn't go for 50, he's going to leave you in we'll just call it a compromising position. But it's very, very hard to pass up on that dude, man, in this matchup, the way that guy's been playing. He's just been an animal. It's been fun to watch, man, I'll tell you that. Just an animal. Take me down to Value Town, Cash.
And Evan Fournier is not a terrible low-owned option because while OKC is a good defense, shooting guard is not so good.
Yeah, shooting guards have been slaughtering them. That is true. Fournier, man.
Yeah, he's probably too expensive for me, but I like some Sacramento dudes because you take Jimmy Butler off the court.
Oh,
that defense is nowhere near what it is with him on the court. So I could do some Bogdanovich. I could do some Hield. Wesley Matthews. No freaking way. Jamal Crawford is almost 5,000 now. I'll pass. Josh Hart is going to start, correct? He's been starting.
Mm-hmm. I would think so. Yeah, he has been
playing 30 minutes. Yeah, those rebounds came back down to earth, dude.
Yes.
I was waiting for that while you were going off, and you just kept doing it. He's not a bad option. If he's going to play 30 minutes against Atlanta that has no defense at all, this is a game I like because neither one of these teams have any defense at all. So I like that. I like 4-8 for a guy that's going to get 30 minutes. And I think he could get double-digit rebounds in this game because both teams suck. And Courtney Lee is okay, nothing great. He's going to play the minutes for his price. That's it. DeAndre Liggins, though. DeAndre freaking Liggins.
Don't tell me this guy's back in my life.
No, he's out.
All right, good.
He's not there. He hasn't played the last 2 games.
All right, I'm glad to hear that. I really am.
You don't like him in your life?
I don't. Things are just better when he's not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes things are just better when certain people are not in your life. And then, like, yeah, nothing, they might not be bad people or anything like that. It's just, Just better off without him, man.
Oh, no, I know one that's a great person. Larry Fitzgerald. My God. Who's lost me so many thousands of dollars. It's amazing.
Yeah, that works. Karis LeVert's supposed to make his return. I have no idea what kind of minutes he's going to play. But he's 4K on FanDuel. I know a lot of his upside with D'Angelo Russell back is gone because we liked seeing Karis LeVert play some point guard. But still, it's another wing against Chicago, and he's 4K. So if we get word that he's going to play somewhere in the mid-20s, might be worth a shot.
They probably limit him because
I would think so because
they always had training wheels on him.
Yeah, and he's been hurt, and like he has earned it. Even this year, they tried to let him go a little bit, and he got hurt twice.
There had training wheels on him early, and then they started letting him play. And
yeah, definitely. I will make a comment on Buddy Hield, one of the guys that you mentioned. One, he's been playing phenomenally, but I think one has to really to understand how well Buddy Hield's been playing, and to really get upset. If you really want to get upset at the Sacramento coach, not that you need another excuse, but minutes are the only thing that have been holding Buddy Hield back. His usage has been incredible, just for a while now. I'm going back to February 3rd, 35.8. That was his usage against Dallas in 20 minutes. 35, 21, 29, 39, 23, 32, 24, 27. That's his usage over his last few games. And the difference is over his last two, which he did well in, is 28 and 31 minutes, while everything else was 22, 17, 18. So what's the word on, do we know if De'Aaron Fox is supposed to come back?
I'm not sure, but I hope not, because I would like a team with Bogdanovich too. Bogdanovich has been balling himself.
Yeah, it looks like Fox came back on the 24th already, so he did come back against the Lakers. That's right.
He did last game.
Yeah, he did. He came back, so he'll be playing. And you know what? That's even better because that shows me that even with him starting, Hield still got some runs. So I'm with you there. Without Butler, they're jamming things up. I think we can take a look at some of these guards here, and Hield definitely is one that stands out. Bogdanovich is also on a price decrease, so we want to take a look there as well tomorrow. I'm with it. Take me over to small forwards, my man. Yeah, I like that. That's the face I'm feeling right now. I'm not showing it because I'm a little tired, but on the inside, that was the face I was making when I saw Hield's usage. I had the cock lip going. You know? Mm-hmm.
Brandon Ingram. I just know that he's going to get 25 if I play him. It's what he does to me. But he's a good play. Joe Ingles is okay, but give me Warren. Give me all of that game. It's going to be popular. I don't care. I love that game. I didn't even need to know the total. And I just love that game. Mario Hezonja, no. Michael Beasley is another dude for New York that has to have a big game if they're going to keep it close. And that is it. I'm not playing up for none of those top dudes. Yeah. I will start at Ingram or Warren most likely.
Yeah, I like that call. Yeah, Ingram, Ingles, Warren. I think all three of them are viable. Beasley? Don't mind Beasley at 6K. His price has come down quite a bit, and his floor is still pretty high, in my opinion, considering the minutes he's playing from what we've seen. So 6K, bring his price down. I don't care. I'll take a chance because he's a guy. Even in a blowout, he can get it done. You know what I mean? He only plays 20 minutes, regularly. So even in a blowout, say he gets 26 minutes, he can still do his thing at 6K.
Yeah, but I want the upside. So if I'm playing him or THJ or him and Cantor or Burke or Moutier, I'm gonna want some Curry action or some Draymond, maybe some Clay. Even though Clay has been bad.
You would think shooters at the Garden.
Yeah, I wouldn't play Durant and Curry on the same team, though.
Right.
Even if I was stacking it, I got to choose one or the other. I can't play both of them because I don't. There's even if the Knicks keep it close, they're not good enough to have both of them go off, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see upside for both of them.
If the Knicks stay close, it's because one of those two guys had a terrible game. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the Knicks keep it close, because if both of those guys
just not go off. Like,
yeah.
KD goes out and gets 40 and Steph gets 55, 60 or something like that, or the opposite way.
Which in my eyes, a 40 from KD is a terrible game.
Exactly. No doubt about it.
Right. Take me that a value time, Cash.
I could have swore I just played B. Alicia for a min price on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
His price went up $2,100.
Oh, wow. 5-6 for B. Alicia.
They brought it up real quick.
He didn't even do that well against Chicago. Ooh.
But he did do pretty well a lot of the times when Butler was out earlier
this season, yeah.
But still, that price is going to make you think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he ain't just no plug and play. Like, you got to think about that.
Yep.
Wow. Harrison Barnes is under 6K.
Yeah. I mean,
that makes me like Harrison Barnes. So.
It makes sense if you look at his minutes. He hasn't been doing that bad. Don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, against the Lakers the other day, he would have been fine with that, 36.9. But that was the one thing that was secure about Barnes, is he was playing 33 to 35. Now, since the All-Star break, or even before the All-Star break, 30, 30, 32, 30. So it seems like he's still getting a lot. Don't get me wrong. It's still worth it for 5'8". He's just not getting like that 33 to 35, that extra cash game strong value he was getting before. But still, in tournaments at 5'8", man, that's a really good bargain for him. He's still playing. 6-1 on DraftKings. Yeah, I don't mind it.
A-Crab A. A-Crab A had a bad game. Well, not necessarily bad. He didn't kill you. Right. If he was this price, it got 22. But he got to do it more than once. I'll play A-Crab A today because the man's going for 30 every night. At 5'3", I could still play that for sure. I love that man's ears.
It's all about the ears.
You got a set on him, boy, I'm going to tell you.
He does.
Nwaba is 5 now. What did Nwaba do his second game start?
He did average, mediocre. Not very
22,
good for his price.
33 minutes. Still got the minutes. This guy does have upside, so if he's going to get 33 minutes, he's in play. And he's not going to be chalk like he was when he was min-price, so he's in play. Trevor Ariza had a big game today. I know that. Well, a big game for his prices. I think it was 4-4 again.
Yep.
And I was all over him on Friday.
Yep.
Which, it's not big, but it's all right.
Yeah, for his price, he did.
But the price came up. Some. Probably not for me today. Jonathan Simmons is cheap. Josh Jackson is cheap.
Wow.
But, again, give me Warren. I got to have Warren. Yeah, like I said on the show on Friday, I've seen Warren go off with Booker on the court. I have never once not ever seen Josh Jackson go off with Booker on the court. Josh Jackson had big games when Booker was out. Josh Jackson had big games early in the year in the fourth quarter when Booker was not playing. It was a blowout. So, it's just not for me. The minutes will disappear. Booker is going to play hella minutes. So, it's just not for me. I can't do it. I'll let other people keep playing him while his price comes down, and I'll wait for his price to come down even further, and he's not going to be popular, and that's when I'll play him some. Not for me today. Cunningham, I wanted to play the other day, and I did not.
Cunningham. What a glorious day that was.
I didn't even know he went down. I wanted to play him. Not. I'm going to do it in 26 minutes.
That was a good day.
That was today, right?
What?
Oh, no. I was still thinking he was in New Orleans.
Oh, no.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's in Brooklyn now.
Yeah, 22nd. Man, he went off. No. No.
That was awesome. You laid it out as if to say yes, and then you were just like, oh, okay, here's the analysis, here's the reason, and then it was just like, no. That was
Nah,
great. That
I
was
wanted to
perfect.
play him the other day,
Yeah.
and I just didn't. I just didn't do it. I didn't get there, and he went off. And there's no way I'm gonna. Oh, let me go. Let me go to him now. Hell no, no. I'd rather lose.
I could see
Um,
him playing a little bit more five if Feliciano's out there against him, right? Because Feliciano's only 6'9", so they're not losing too much in the height.
yeah, but
He's
he's huge though.
yeah, but
He's big and strong.
how big is he in comparison to Jared Allen? Because Jared Allen's been the one. I think Okafor hasn't really been playing, so Cunningham has been kind of stepping and sliding in there and playing all the backup 5 minutes.
I thought AC was playing the backup five.
He is. He's getting some time there too. But because all the injuries, AC's had to pick up some slack at the 4 too. So like, because Damari Carroll is really the only forward they've had now with the Hollis Jefferson out. Which, by the way, you should probably check if he's coming back.
I seen some news about him today, but I don't know.
It looks like he's supposed to come back. He's cleared to play, so he'll be back. So yeah, now that whole situation is going to get a little bit more foggy. Because it looks like he's going to be back.
All I know is I hope Dante Cunningham is chalk.
Yeah. That's
all I got.
He's not a guy you want to play as chalk. If he's going to go overlooked, I'll throw his hat in. Although I don't think I can go there just because they're healthy now. Like they're getting two bodies back, two bodies who are big parts of the rotation. They're getting back, so it's going to hurt. Even if they're limited in minutes, it's still going to hurt some of these other bottom feeder type players. So yeah, I can go back to Nwaba. DraftKings, he's still under 5. I like that better, but I can go back to him. All right, it's Brooklyn.
I like him much better than Cunningham.
Yeah, agreed. You see anybody else down here?
Nope.
All right. Oh, one guy, I'm going to say it. I mean, I'm going to be the asshole Cash, and I'm going to say it. Batarian Prince. I don't know why. They seem to be wanting to force this guy to be good. Like, they're really trying hard. Hear me out, though. They're really, really, really trying to, like, for this kid to be great. Like, his usage over the last 2 games, 30 and 31. And even with those usages, he was only able to put up 21 and 28. So they're trying, man. Like, it seems like they're trying to implement a game plan where, like, he is a focal point of the offense. It's not working right now, but if they're going to keep trying it, then, hey, at 4-8, I'll give it a shot, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'll try.
I really believe he's hurt.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so. Because he's just better. He's better.
He's better than this. Earlier this year,
like, he's not a dude that's gonna. Yeah, he's not a dude like last year. He was good. Like, he's not a dude that's gonna go out and go off every day. But he's just not a dude that's gonna go out and get 3s and 13s and 15s, 8s and 4s. Like,
right.
Something is wrong. Something is off. I just don't think he's right. I think he's hurt.
Interesting. I'll keep an eye, man. But with those usage numbers, I am going to continue to get killed by him.
Play him until he has a big game.
Yeah. And until that comes, he's going to be killing me. And, that might be something I have to just, swallow. But anyway, guys, move us over to Power Fours, man.
I gotta look. Hey, I like that. Did they play overtime? They played overtime against Miami, New Orleans, right?
Yes.
That was an overtime game.
Yes.
What about today? Was that an overtime game too? Milwaukee?
I will double check for you right now.
But I like the minutes. I like those minutes.
Oh, yeah, it was an overtime game. Oh, damn.
So they have 2 overtime games in a row.
They did this before. Remember earlier in the year? I think Boogie was playing, but there were like 3 or 4 games in a row that they were going to overtime with.
They went to my city.
Yeah.
And I told everybody to fade them because they was going to be in Magic City with big bouncing asses in their face. And I was like, nah, I don't play them. And they went out and sucked. But
Magic City.
It was at Milwaukee, man. Damn. Yeah. But that was an early game, right? That game was 3 o'clock in the afternoon or something?
3 o'clock, I believe, yeah. Eastern.
So it's not bad. I mean, they got home probably, I don't know, 8, 9 o'clock tonight. Oh man, I just love the game so much. But I like all these options. I like Draymond Green because he has been bad, so people won't play him. And if I'm gonna have guys in that game, I think I want him to save the money from KD. And Klay Thompson sucks. Blake Griffin I like. Aaron Gordon I like with a mellow defense. Mirotic I like because I love that game, and he's a power forward, and he's playing the Phoenix Suns. Bobby Portis is a big pass for me. No way I'm paying that price. Skylar BCR came back, correct? He did. Played 26 and 25 minutes. Okay, now, what about my dude, Junkyard Dog, Debo? He played 40 and then 19. Wow, he played 40 minutes. Where was I at that day? What day was that? Why the hell didn't I have to do that day? I don't think I can go to Zebo here, but if he's able to get on the court, he can have upside. Taj Gibson is 6'5" now. That's going to be hard for me. I'll wait till he comes back down under 6. Lauri Markkanen had another bad game, didn't he?
Yes, he did. His usage has been bad. Really bad.
Oh, God. 31 minutes, 3 points. Yeah. 32 minutes, 3 points. Yeah. Wow.
Now,
it's a tournament option. Got balls.
In his defense, he shot 1 for 8 in both games. Like, 1 for 8. But, with that said, usage 12.7, 14.9 compared to 20, 33, 30 before his injury. I mean, before the All-Star break injury. Before the All-Star break.
Like I said, he's a tournament option if you got balls. Because if he's playing well, he's going to shoot. He can make it, and they love him. So he's an option that should not be owned at all, really. Mm-hmm. Like he's not a great play. He's not a great play, but he is a tournament play for me for sure right now. And that's it above 6. I love those top 4 options.
Yeah, Blake's price come down a little bit, down to 8K. Definitely a lot more comfortable there. Aaron Gordon, even though he's 7-9 against Melo, he did play 31 minutes in his last game, put up 40. That's promising. Anytime, as long as you know Gordon's going to get the 30, you know that the usage, shot attempts, all that stuff is going to be there. I'm with it. Bobby Portis 7-1. Wow. For a backup center who just played, who was coming off of a game where he played 19 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. This to me seems more of a, at least on DraftKings, definitely seems more of a Feliciano game.
You could give me Felicio every single day of the week with that price on Portis.
Boom.
No way.
Boom. And even though Markkanen's been terrible, if I was playing enough lineups, I don't know how many lineups that would be. But if I was playing enough lineups, which I probably won't be tomorrow, Markkanen would make one. Just because of the price decrease. But he's been bad lately. He's going to have to show me something if he wants to make one of the main teams. You know what I'm saying? Take me down to value time, Cash.
Derek Favors, man. It's been a big problem for me each time they played this year. One time, like the first game, I think he had a bad game. And then they played again. And then I think he had a good game the second one, or maybe it was vice versa. But it's a matchup he could dominate, or it's a matchup where he gets taken off the court. But Anderson isn't starting anymore. So that's better. That's better for him because the problem is that he can dominate down low, but really can't get out to the three-point line to defend. But with Anderson on the bench, I like Portis at 5'8". Why is Sabonis? Why is Sabonis' price back up?
You said you like who at 5'8"?
Favors.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Portis. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, That's why his price is up. He had a big game. No way. John Collins is okay. He could have a massive game. He did not do great last one, but he could have a massive game. But I don't know if I do that. Dwight Powell's price is back down. He was like 6'7", 6'8" last time.
Yeah, he was getting up there.
Yeah, too much for me. Unless it's a specific, perfect matchup, I'm not going to pay that price. So he's all right. Melo is cheap. He's like a good cash play in my opinion because he has a nice floor most of the time. At 5'7". JaMychal Green. Ugh. I played him another day. He was on my main team with Davis because I thought Gasol was out. They pulled a switcheroo. They did that to me earlier this year too.
They did pull the switcheroo.
It pissed me off both times. JaMychal Green is a dude that could always have a big game. He has about 4 or 5 of them a year. I believe he had one recently.
Yes. Well, he's just been benefiting from like Tyreek being out and Gasol missing the last game. Like just in general, he's just been sitting there just racking up. Because when those guys are out, he's like the next guy up. Because that's how bad they are. JaMychal Green becomes like the next usage monster.
Look what he did against OKC.
Yes.
Aaron Gordon could just. Dirk. Good God.
Value Town.
Man, that's
so pretty.
Jay Crowder. Gonna play the same amount of minutes. He had good games his first couple, but now the last two came back down to Jay Crowder of the whole entire year sucking. Ryan Anderson is on the road. Ryan Anderson's on 3-8.
Yeah, they played Utah. He had a really good game in Utah. He played a lot of minutes though. He played like 30-something minutes that day, so there could have been some injuries. But this year, on December 7th, they played Utah 3 times. Twice at home, once in Utah. And obviously the 2 at home, he was shit, which is on brand. And the 1 in Utah, put up a 35.2. He did play 35 minutes that day though, but he shot 9 for 11.
I bet you that game that he had a big game is the game that Derek Favors did not.
Right, got forced
so
off.
I bet you Derek Favors was off the court.
Right.
I mean, he is an option because the price, and he's gonna play 20 minutes. Like he's going to play 20 minutes, and if he's playing well, like that Minnesota game where I was on him, he could get up there to 26. And he was like 3-6 that day, I believe. And he got 27. Like he could go out and get 27-30 today if he's making his shot and he gets extra run because he is making his shot. So he's in play for me for sure. It's just he's on the road and he's cheap.
Right.
Theus.
Theus didn't
Bane
even
is missing.
close.
That's why he was starting.
He didn't even close the game.
Yeah,
It pissed me off. They went small.
Yeah, no, he started. He started. He still didn't kill you.
No. He did okay.
That day too.
He did okay, but it like really disappointed me because he started to pick it up. He started off slow, but then in the second half he really picked it up. You know what I mean? And then it just didn't give him the fourth quarter run. He only played 18 minutes. If he would have gotten I thought he was going to get at least 23, 20. If he would have gotten that, he would have done real well for you at that price. He started playing really well, but I don't know.
This guy is a very good fantasy player. Like you have good regular players and you have good fantasy players. This dude is a good fantasy player. He can fill it up when he is out on the court. The problem is that he's not out on the court all that often.
Yeah, exactly.
But when he does get out on the court, he can go off.
Right.
And he showed it. Like that is something he has showed us. and his point per minute is pretty damn good. But anything under that, I probably would pass. I don't want none of that. Gorgeous Dong, maybe. What is Vonleh? How many minutes has Vonleh been playing?
16 and 13 his last two.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. You don't have the upside in that minutes for me.
No. Let's just move it on over. And we'll go over to Center's Cash. Take me all the way through.
Anthony Davis. Karl Anthony Towns is 10K. Oh, goodness gracious. Just let me find the 2,500 so I don't have to worry about him going out and get a 28. Got 39 against Chicago. A 39 is just not going to cut it. But could go for a 65-70. That is a possibility. Bush has been playing well and not big minutes, but against Adams, I'll probably pass. Julius Randle. I like Julius Randle. You know who else I like? Zubac is finally in the building.
I was waiting for you to talk about him.
In the building. Finally. Oh my God. I've been waiting all year for him to come back. Oh, but no, I like Julius Randle for sure. Julius Randle's been balling. And Capella, no. Adams, maybe, but no, the price is up. Willie Cauley-Stein. Ugh. He's under 7K. He's going against Cat. Ugh. Damn it. I don't want to play Willie Cauley-Stein, but he's a pretty good play as well.
Cat owns his ass.
Oh, yeah. I bet.
Cat owns him. I always think Cauley-Stein's going to step it up for the Kentucky thing, you know? But then Cat just owns his ass. Cat's put up 2 monster games against him this year, and he had 2 terrible games against Cat. Doesn't mean he can't do it this time. Just pointing it out, you know, for thought. But there's always that extra, you know, like you know, it's a different game for him. There's always that extra thing, you know, when he's playing Cat. It's just he hasn't, you know, been able to put it together on those days, I guess.
What is the name? What is the first name of your Knicks owner? Something Dolan? What Dolan?
James Dolan.
James Dolan. James Dolan. Please, somebody get this video to James Dolan. Fire Jeff Hornacek. You stupid. Oh my God.
You heard him.
I can't play Cantor because he's gonna play 20 minutes.
Do your job, Nation.
Goodness gracious.
Yo, I don't know about you. Did you see what Pachulia did to Westbrook? Did you see it?
What did he do?
He
no.
There's a clip where Nick Young, Swaggy P, and Westbrook, their legs got tangled up and they both went down. And Zaza intentionally came into the picture and purposely tripped over Westbrook and then it landed on his legs. Like, it was very clear that it was obvious he didn't fall. Like, they fell. He walked over, pretended to trip, and landed on Westbrook's legs. I would love to see him try that shit with a guy like Cantor. I would love to see Cantor whoop his ass. I would just love to see Cantor whoop his ass on the court, man. Because that was just dirty, man. I know whatever his issue is with Westbrook, he's got a big issue with Westbrook. But that was really stupid to see. Like, that was bad. That was not a good look. Like, he was intentionally trying to hurt the man, and that's just you know.
I mean, some people think he was intentionally trying to get underneath Kawhi's foot last year in the playoffs too.
There's just no room for that, man. There's no room for that. Especially as DFS players. Imagine that you play Westbrook and you just saw this dude try to take him out legitimately. You know, you just paid $12K, something like that, for Russell Westbrook, and this sorry mother, you know what I mean? Just comes and just decides I'm just gonna crush his legs with my elbows. Like, imagine that, man.
See, well, me, I think of real life. I personally want to watch Westbrook every day. If I could watch Westbrook every single day, it'd be perfect.
Yeah,
I love
that's
that
the
guy
rest
so
of the
much.
NBA fan base. For people like me who care only about the money, it's like, dude, you're touching my investment. It's only a temporary investment, but hey, I don't like that, man. That's just dirty. And the point is, don't like that. Well, I was curious if you saw it or not.
Yeah, I don't like dirty players. Alex Lynn, is Kane out? Is Kane still out?
Kane? You talking about Chet?
Yeah.
You got me looking up Kane. Who the hell is Kane? I'm like, I think so.
I think Kane is out. So yeah, he's out Saturday's game.
It says he's got neck spasms. They're just not playing him, right?
I hope. Let's continue this, please, because I can take me some Alex Lynn against AD all day, every day. I could do that. And let me pass on just all these guys. Felicio, I could do that. I could do Davis again. That's who I played because I thought Gasol was out, but that's only if Gasol is out. Baines might return, so that would take off Diaz. Where is he at? Where's my dude? There he is. Ibaka Zubac. This is my man. I love him to death. If he gets 20 minutes today, he was at 19 and 18 before the last game. He could get you 10x at this price.
Man, you see what he
did in this matchup?
See what he did against Minnesota in 20 minutes?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If he gets 20 minutes here, he could go for 30, 35. No doubt about it. So, if you want to whip him out, you whip him out and you slam him down with some Zubac. Love that guy. I love him. I don't know why he's been in the G League this whole year. He's been pissing me off because I was expecting to play him all year, but I haven't. And yeah, that's it. I'm not playing no other guys other than those I've said.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Alex Len, man, guy's been incredible. And his usage is shitty. It's just there. It's just there. He's a big dude.
He's just a massive dude.
Yeah, he's just a massive guy that stands around the basket. It's just old school, like what you want in a basketball player. Stand by the basket. You're a big man. Put it back.
And he can shoot.
He can shoot. Definitely with that. His price continues to be affordable across both sites. Going to the top, Anthony Davis I do like, but Cat is the guy that I'm leaning towards now. I say that mainly because there are other Pelicans I like, also because Anthony Davis has played 40-plus minutes in 2 straight games. He's gone to overtime in 2 straight games, and this one is a back-to-back. It reminds me of that Atlanta situation. Now, I understand that New Orleans is not Magic City, but still, I wouldn't be surprised, like paying 12.5 on FanDuel, especially for him in that situation. It's scary when Karl Anthony Towns has dominated Sacramento twice already, and now there's no Jimmy Butler this time, so there's some extra usage to go around. So right now, I kind of lean towards Towns if I was paying up for the 2. I think Drummond is also in play. Blake Griffin has obviously come into the picture, taking away some of his ceiling, but he did put up 58 against Toronto last time they played. It is sort of a matchup issue. Aside from that, man, I'm with you. We talked about Len, like you said. We talked about some of these guys. Zubac, I'd love to get a chance to play him. I don't think it's going to happen for me because the fields that I'm playing these days are just smaller, and I don't think I have to take that chance. But man, if they could have just gotten rid of Lopez at the trade deadline and they could have just played Zubac, even as a backup center, man, it'd be good times. We'd be having a lot of fun here. But
or they could have just kicked him to the curb.
It's to the curb. Yeah, it's true.
Pay him out, buy him out, just get the hell out of here.
That is true, definitely. Feliciano did play 31 minutes in his last game, so it's Brooklyn. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be so opposed to going back on DraftKings specifically.
He could get 50.
He could. I mean, it could.
If Henson could get 50. Anybody can get 50.
It could happen, and we don't even need him to get 50 on DraftKings. He's 3.6, so just do what you can with that. 10x that, and I'm a happy man tomorrow. And
I mean, the Philly situation was foul trouble early, and Portis was balling.
Right,
so
right, combination.
It's just
This is Brooklyn. They obviously want Feliciano to be the guy. For whatever reason, they don't really like when Portis is the guy. It seems like they're probably just trying to see what they have in Feliciano so they can make a move on him.
Exactly. It's the same situation with Payne.
Right.
They know what they got in Portis. They know what he is.
Yeah.
They need to figure out this guy.
Yes, exactly. So I'm with you, man. All right, it's going to do it for the position-by-position breakdown. Before we do some top threes, just want to let the listeners know, if this is your first time listening to us, if you haven't checked us out at whitestick.com, highly recommend you do that if you play DFS or you're interested in playing some DFS. We do cover a bunch of sports, but obviously this is an NBA show, so your interest probably lies somewhere in NBA. So I recommend you head over there. Start off with a day pass, $2.50. You get access to articles, you get access to cheat sheets, Y streams. And one of the best features about the community, and it is a community, is the chat, man. These dudes are hilarious. But aside from the entertainment value you get from these guys, Cass knows what I'm talking about. But aside from the entertainment value you get from these guys, they've all learned so much from each other, from us, from everybody. We've learned something from them. It really is a community type atmosphere, and it's I just don't see how you could play DFS without being tied to one of these, especially if you don't have the time to be doing the research by yourself. So check us out, whitestick.com. Day pass, $2.50. With that said, if you're listening to us, if you know what the deal is, then you know that's our early hour MLB special is running out. Early hour MLB special means you get the rest of the NBA season plus playoffs plus the entire MLB season plus playoffs for $124.99 after promo code early hour MLB. That is ending in March. So this is your last chance. I've said it to you numerous times over the last couple of weeks. We launched this over the All-Star break. It's your last chance to get out on that deal. The price will be going up, and I don't know if NBA will be included going forward. So definitely, if you know what it is, you know who we are, you've tried us, you know what this is, sign up. Get ready to roll for MLB season. All right, Cass, let's do some top threes, man. Point guards.
Elfrid Payton. I don't even want to say his name. JJ Barea and damn it, Rajon Rondo.
Oh, he had to do it. Oh man, that is that is not the top three I expected to hear on an 11-game slate, Cash. I gotta say.
Hey, I'm trying to go to the top.
Go to the top. I hear it. I think I'm gonna go with Moutier. Put some of my nuts on the table, Cash. Something you like to say. Because he's cheaper than Burke, at least on FanDuel he is. I'm looking right now. Moutier 4.5, Burke 4.9. I'll take a chance with Moutier. He is the starter, of course. With that said, I think I would then have to go with Steph Curry in the Garden against the Knicks. Can't pass it up after what I just saw what Mr. 4X, I should say, Kyrie Irving just did to the Knicks. And then my third option, I'll go with you, Cash, and I'll go with Elf. I do like that call a lot. Shooting guards, Cash.
Booker, Drew Holiday, and
Were you gonna say Buddy Hield? Oh, I thought you were. No. I knew it was a Sacramento guy, and you were like, you were very. I was trying to figure out, like, yeah, it was. I thought so. I'm with it though. Holiday, I'm gonna have to throw his name in the hat. I'll make him the number 3. I'll go backwards, but I did want to address him because he's been a freak. But there is something about those 41 plus minutes that kind of scare me on the New Orleans side. I'll throw his name into the hat, though. I respect it. It is a phenomenal play. I'll go with D'Angelo Russell, even though I think he's a little expensive. And because you went with Bogdanovich, I'll cover the other end of this, and I'll go with Buddy Hield. I do think one of those, if not both of those Sacramento guards, could have a big game if that game stays close at home. Move us over to small forwards, Cash.
I don't necessarily like this position too much.
No, I don't like it at all.
TJ Warren, Brandon Ingram, and Alan Crabb.
Alan Crabb, a.k.a. Crabbe. I will go with TJ Warren as well. I will go with Harrison Barnes. I'll take the 5'8". And I'll go with Nwaba. I'll throw Nwaba's. Actually, you know what? I'll go Nwaba, Warren, and Taurean Prince. TP, Mr. Toilet Paper. Nickname that I deemed him the last time I recommended him. And he lived up to his name that day as well. But the usage is too high. It is the Lakers. He could be hurt, but with that kind of usage, I can't pass it up. He's gonna be on at least one of my lineups tomorrow on FanDuel specifically. Power forwards, Cash.
Miritic.
Now this one's ugly. Now this is the one that's like. And I guess the top 4 options
I'll take. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say all 3 of the freaking top options.
Right.
But I'll say Miritic. I will say. Miritic favors Aaron Gordon.
Miritic favors and Aaron Gordon. I will go with Blake Griffin. I will go with I'll go with John Collins, even though the price is up. With Ilyasova out of the picture, I think they're finally going to let this kid run. He hit 30 minutes in his last game. I would hope that continues. And then I guess I'd go back up to Aaron Gordon for my third as well. Centers, Cash.
Julius Randle. Ibaka Zubac, or whatever the hell his first name is. Give me some Zubac. He sounds like he should be a character on Star Trek.
He does,
I hate that show, too.
He does,
but yes, Zubac.
I don't know anything about Star Trek, but that name makes me think of Star Trek. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. Zubac. And Karl Anthony Towns.
Look, what are them hand things?
Mr.
Like Zubac.
I can't do that.
You know you can't do that, bro. Zubac. He can't do it. He's got to use his other hand, though. He can't do it. Look at him.
I can't do that.
Oh, that was funny. I'm gonna go with Big Cat up top with no Butler. I will go with Felicio on DraftKings specifically. I do like him there. And then I'll go with you with Julius Randle against Atlanta. I like that call. All right. It's going to do it for the NBA DFS podcast. Appreciate y'all joining us as always. As always, I'm going to say this. If you're watching on YouTube, please click that thumbs up. That like button means a lot to us. If you're listening on Podbean, give us a follow. If you're listening on iTunes, give us some 5-star reviews. Really helps us out. And of course, if you are watching us on Facebook, please like and share to support the Wise Take Nation. Cash, any closing thoughts?
Yes. Like, I can see my lineups being built with trying to get some cheaper guys in Phoenix and New Orleans with some of the more expensive ones with some studs elsewhere.
Boom. The recipe for success for tomorrow's NBA main slate. Anyway, guys, for CashinDFS, for myself, the entire Wise Take Nation, as always, good luck.
Yeah.